What next after spiritual awakening? So, as you can tell from the title, that's what we're going to be talking about today. So, I already told you my story on how I got my spiritual awakening. So, after my spiritual awakening, I thought I should be a certain way, I had an idea of who I should be if I wanted to be spiritual. I thought I should, meditate for hours, in a day, visualize, journal. Like, I felt I had to do these things. Like, I had to do these things for me, like, to be seen or to be spiritual. And one thing that I've come to realize is that being spiritual means freedom. After spiritual awakening, it means freedom. So I realized that these things that I thought I should do for me to be spiritual, I was just like turning my spiritual journey or my spiritual awakening journey into another religion, and it didn't sit right with me. That when it didn't sit right with me. So I realized that I've come to realize that spirituality is all about freedom. You can do whatever you want. Just do whatever you want in this life, as long as you're not hurting anyone. Work on yourself, learn how to, reprogram your subconscious mind, and go with your pace and follow your intuition. If you don't feel like journaling, if you don't feel like meditating, don't do it. Just follow your intuition, follow your body, follow your heart, follow your intuition, listen to your body and follow your intuition, listen to your gut. So that's what I've come to realize. You don't have to meditate hours and hours and hours for you to be spiritual. You don't have to journals, do how many pages a day for you to be spiritual. Being spiritual means freedom, doing whatever you want, as long as it's not hurting anyone, as long as it's not hurting you, of course. you know so to me, after spiritual awakening is just working on yourself and putting in the information into works that you've been taking. Make sure every information that you're getting, you're putting it into practice, because if you have knowledge and you're not using it, it's all in vain. You have to put it in practice. So after spiritual awakening, do your shadow work, work on yourself and do whatever you want to do. So I thought I had to. So yeah, you don't have to be a vegetarian for you to be spiritual. You don't have to meditate every day. Do for how long for you to be spiritual. Just do what works with you. Do what feels right to you. Follow what feels right to you. At first I thought I had to be a vegetarian. I thought I didn't have to wear wigs, do my nails, wear accessories, do even braids. I thought if I'm spiritual, I have to love and accept my natural self, which you need to do and which I do. But being spiritual doesn't mean that you can't enjoy life. Being spiritual doesn't mean that you can't be rich. Being spiritual doesn't mean that you don't like or you don't want the material things. You can be spiritual and be rich as fuck. You can be spiritual and go to school and follow your dreams. Being spiritual doesn't mean you like change your whole personality and life. Being spiritual doesn't mean that you're supposed to be a certain way. There's no certain way you're supposed to be. In spirituality, there's no a way everyone should be. Spirituality is all about freedom. Everyone is allowed to be who they want to be. Everyone is allowed to be who they are. As long as you're not hurting yourself or other people, you're good. You can be whoever you want. You can dress however you want. If you want to go with the vibe, the earth girl vibe, that's okay. And if you don't want to go with the earth girl vibe, that's still okay. That doesn't mean you're not spiritual. If you like the casual and chic, classy the body look, the cottage girl look, the cute simple girl look, the luxurious woman look, do whatever you want. Now it won't make you less spiritual. And also, if you're just because you're dressing with your aesthetic is the art girl, or you meditate, or you use crystals, or you have crystals, it doesn't mean that you're spiritual and another person isn't. No. So yeah, those things don't define you. And being spiritual doesn't mean that you can't you don't love material things, or you can't live a luxury life, or you don't like living, or you don't like money. It doesn't mean that. You can be spiritual and still be ambitious. You can be spiritual and rich. And honestly, as a spiritual person, you have to be rich. Like, what are you preaching then? What are you preaching? I feel like every spiritual person should be able to attract abundance in their lives, So because, yeah, being spiritual means that you can manifest anything that you want. In spirituality, you learn that you can create anything that you want. You learn that you are the creator of your life, you are the controller of your life. Everything that has happened in your life, you have manifested it either consciously or unconsciously. Yes, whether you like it or not, everything that is in your life, how your life is right now, you have done it to yourself. You have manifested that into your life, either consciously or unconsciously. That's why I'm always telling you guys to learn how to manifest consciously, And these manifestation techniques help you to manifest consciously, because even if you say you won't manifest, you're still doing it unconsciously. Yeah. So, yeah, just do whatever you want, be free, follow your heart, and yeah, that's all after spirituality. And also, as you know, like, the journey of life is not a straight line. There are things you will come back to that you thought you dealt with, and that's something I realized. I thought after my spiritual awakening, when I work on this, I move on to the next. Then I thought my journey is just gonna be straight and smooth without any difficulties, just because I was spiritually awakened. And life will continue to life even after spiritual awakening, but now how you respond will be different, because you will learn how to respond. You just need to learn how to respond to things. Life will still happen, life will still go on, but how you respond to it is what matters. And also, you learn how to control your life with your thoughts. Then you learn how to control your thoughts, because you know that your thoughts create your life. So now you start being conscious about your thoughts. You're not overly entertaining negative thoughts and feelings. Yes, you feel the feelings, you will get the thoughts, but don't let them consume you and define who you are. So yeah, it's all about, so me to me after spiritual awakening is just work on yourself, do shadow work, do whatever feels right to you, do whatever you want to do. Learn how to control your mind, reprogram a subconscious mind. Simply apply the knowledge that you have acquired. That's it. After spiritual awakening, make sure you are putting into work the knowledge that you are acquiring, the knowledge that you have been acquiring. Yeah, that's how it's going to help you, because as I have said, if you just get the knowledge and you're not putting it into practice, then it will not help you in any way. So yeah, after spiritual awakening, just put into practice whatever it is that you have learned. Yeah, and know that life is not a straight line. There are things you'll come back to that you thought you were done with, and it's okay. And we keep learning, and evolving, and being compassionate with ourselves. Be compassionate with yourself, be patient with yourself, and yeah, be easy on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself on this journey. It is easy, but sometimes it can get rough and it can get ugly sometimes. So be easy on yourself, and yeah, just know you have the freedom. Just because you're spiritual doesn't mean you can't wear a wig. Just because you're spiritual doesn't mean you can't do nails. Doesn't mean you can't eat meat. Just do what you want. Doesn't mean you can't drink, though drinking is not really is gonna harm your spiritual journey in the long run. If you're doing it oftenly and heavily, of course it will affect your journey in the long run. So yeah, after spiritual awakening, regulate your nervous system, learn how to manifest, reprogram your subconscious mind, live your life the way you want to live, and just learn how to manifest and manipulate energy. Make this world work for you. Make this world work for you. Like, make everything work for you by controlling your thoughts and, learning how to, you're controlling your thoughts and emotions and learning how to manipulate energy. So yeah, that's all. Yeah, be free, do whatever you want, because after all, spirituality is all about freedom and just being who you are and doing whatever you want to do. And yeah, as long as you're not harming people and you're not harming yourself, imagine, it's not complicated. And there's so many misconceptions about spirituality. And yeah, Yeah, if you want to continue using products, if you don't want to continue using them, it's okay. If you want to ditch some products, if you know, it doesn't matter, just do whatever you want. And also, if you choose to go the other route of being a vegetarian, you know, living in, you know, the natural way, it's okay still. You know, we can choose any path we want to. You know, in spirituality, there's freedom. You know, so we don't have to make spirituality like another religion, you know, at oh, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this for you to be if you don't do this, if you don't meditate, if you don't journal, if you don't do this on the full moon, or on the new moon, you're not spiritual. Nah, we are all spiritual. Spirituality is not like religion where we follow at one and the same thing. Spirituality is about freedom. Everyone can do whatever they want as long as they're not harming anyone or themselves, you know. So yeah, that's all about spirituality. You don't judge people, you're open-minded, you understand people have different paths, people have, you know, people won't be all the same, we are different, and that's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of life. At a DNA, not DNA, even our fingerprints are not the same. Like, our spirituality journey, of course, will not be the same. If our fingerprints are not the same, why will the spiritual awakening journey be the same? And this is the beauty of spirituality, you know? You're allowed to walk your own journey, to be you, to choose what you want to believe, to choose, you need to choose just what you want in this life. And one thing I love about spirituality is, of course, the freedom. You know, like, you can, knowing that I can get anything I want and it's all in me. It's in my hands. No one else is controlling it. No one else is controlling my life or my future. It is me. Me and me alone. I have all that power. Oh my God. Everything I need is in me. All that freedom. I love it. And it's so fun, you know, manifesting things and seeing them, liking something, wanting it, starting to manifest it, and it happens. It's the best feeling ever. So yeah, just like, yeah. So I guess that's all for today's video. I hope you liked it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, prepare to be sick of me. I'm about to be dropping videos back to back to back to back. So yeah, thank you for supporting me, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.